Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your bonus read for Thursday the 1st of November. I've actually given the cards a really good shuffle because sometimes they just seem to carry on. Spirit works in amazing ways. Sometimes they carry on from the What's Cracking reading and it's really weird. So I thought, well, see if we can get a good separate reading this morning. It'll be nice to see some loved ones come around. We've had a lot of tough, internal readings where we need to work on ourselves. Okay, so firstly, I'd like to say a really big thank you for everyone who's subscribed to my channel. I also want to thank all the new people coming on board. It's beautiful and I'm loving the journey, and you'll hear me talk about it so many times, but that's okay. Well, I think it's okay. It's my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And if the readings don't resonate with you, just move on to the next reader. You know, some days they just won't resonate, no matter which way you cut it. They just don't do what you need them to do. And I do that some mornings. I think, well, today's just a day where I'm just doing things on my own. I'm not following the whole world in a certain way. So let's get going to see what this bonus reading is going to bring us this morning. Okay, that's interesting. Ooh, the Chariot was just sticking out of the pack there, just out of the blue. Wanted to be pulled out. I'm going to put it back. It's about where it came from. So something's moving forward today and you've got a brand new start here. So something's coming in fairly quickly here to bring in this new start. Something's being pushed forward today. Interesting. Okay, so first card you've got out is the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands can be a Leo, Aries or Sagittarius. It could be how you're feeling. You could be very much in your element. We know that the Queen of Wands is, you know, very beautiful, stunning sort of woman. She's hot and passionate and driven. She's often very attractive, has lots of sex appeal. She could be someone who's in charge of things. She's she's sort of powerful in her own right. So it could be somebody you're dealing with, or it could be this is the energy you're giving off today. Okay, so the next card out we have is the Sun. Now, we all love the Sun. It's a card of happiness and joy, and it is the nicest card in the pack. So it always gives you a nice feeling of, you know, warmth and radiance and, you know, things coming in. It sort of talks about children a lot too, and I do note there are 2 children on here. So it could be that, you know, something's happening. You might have found out you were having twins. But certainly, you know, a card of warm and happy, fuzzy feelings and family feelings. Okay, and then we have the Five of Wands. Now, the Five of Wands did come out, I think, in the What's Cracking reading. The Five of Wands is a card that talks about conflict. Some of us can be in a conflict, so it can be one or the other, but it's sort of like that bickering, going backwards and forwards in your own head, or bickering and fighting with others. And the 4th card out here is the Moon. So I want to do a bit of a recap here because the cards are a little bit skewy. So I want to make sure that, you know, I know how to put them together for Spirit so I can do the rest of the reading. So the Moon talks about things being hidden, secrets, definitely talks about trying to find something out, things not being open here. Now, you've got a brand new start. I feel like some of you, this Queen of Wands is looking at this Sun, and she's definitely looking at the children. I feel like some of you may be having a custody battle at the moment, and there's a new start here. Some of you could be leaving home with children and making a new start because there's a lot of conflict around what's unknown here. But I feel this Queen of Wands energy could be you taking on this energy of taking back your power and moving forward. I feel like there's been a lot of conflict here and you're ready to move towards the Sun. It also can mean that the Sun has shone light to here. because sometimes when we see the sun and moon in the reading, it's sort of, she's walking towards the sun and she's got this conflict and everything, and maybe you fought with someone because you found something out. But she's definitely, this Queen of Wands is definitely ready to make a new start here. And then I have the Seven of Pentacles. Now the Seven of Pentacles can mean that you've been waiting a while for this, or you've been in this situation for a long time because you've been waiting for something to manifest, something to come in here. But you're definitely moving towards something that's now been opened up for you or revealed to you, because I think you've been manifesting something here. You're definitely bringing something in that you've been waiting for. It could be money, but it could be something else. Let's just turn another card over. We've got Temperance here. Okay, so for some of you, it looks like you've been working on something. And look, when I get the moon and sun together, often it means people have been doing a lot of work on themselves because you're moving away from something because you've discovered something. It's like you've opened something up. You've opened Pandora's box. And I think you're taking on this energy of the Queen of Wands now and you're moving forward. Now, I have the Seven of Pentacles there, which talks about, you know, you'd be patiently waiting, but it looks to me like you've been waiting because you've been working on yourself or finding when the time's right. So there is a real feeling of timing here with this Temperance card. So the Temperance card talks about having balance. It does talk about divine timing, things happening in divine timing, and it has that strong feeling in this reading that time is right for you to be able to move on from something that's given you a lot of internal conflict. This is your wish. And I'm funny, with this Seven of Pentacles, I was getting this feeling that you'd been wishing for this. So you are walking away from something, and you're walking away from something that's caused you a lot of mental conflict. And it's caused you mental conflict because you haven't known what's been going on, but somehow or another you've either found out, you've either found that out within yourself, because you've brought this balance in for yourself here, which is beautiful. And because of that, a wish is coming true here. You look like you've done the work on yourself that you needed to. The Four of Cups is here too. So this sort of has a very dreamlike energy in this particular deck. She's being offered something, but she doesn't want to take it. She already feels that she has too many things here at her feet, so she doesn't really want to take it on. And something's being offered, but it's not fitting with what she wants. This isn't your wish. So you're leaving something behind that somebody's offering to you because you want something more here. You want something more, and now something's been revealed about yourself, maybe. You want to move forward. Okay. Oh, wow. You may have experienced heartbreak here. I'll have to do another recap, I think, for whoever this is for. Oh, okay. Look, there's nothing here about a third party, but I feel like somebody here has discovered something that they didn't realise was going on, because we have that Fool out the front. So we're definitely looking at a new start for some people. I feel like some of you, whether you're male or female here, something has come to light, something that you've not known about, and because of that you've been in your head a lot here trying to work it out. Something's been brought to light here, and you have worked on yourself here. You've manifested this in because you've got a wish come true here. So I'm not sure whether you've manifested in this change in yourself because of heartbreak, or whether you've discovered something and you're finally, in this Nine of Cups here, you're so happy that you've worked something out for yourself. It's a strange one. I'm sure somebody will have this experience. I don't know, but you're moving on to something new. It's like now you've discovered this. So maybe you've discovered some unhidden talent or some unhidden thing. Maybe you've just gone deep inside and found yourself, because whatever you've done here, you're like a completely different person Maybe you've sort of brought back your confidence or your self-esteem, you know, through some sort of situation where you were offered something that actually was just quite heartbreaking here. It's like you're turning things away because you dealt with this heartbreak and you don't want any more. So somehow or another you've discovered something here. And you've got the Three of Cups here, after me saying there's no threes. Okay, so some of you may have discovered that someone wasn't doing the right thing by you. Could have been a cheating scenario, Three of Cups. It could be that you're celebrating finding yourself. But there's definitely wishes coming true here. Oh, I'm going to put some clarifiers on. Can't help myself. The Three of Cups and the Three of Swords here makes me feel like you're knocking someone back now because you found out they were cheating. Some sort of light's been shone on something here. I think you suspected it for a really long time and you've just been waiting your time to find out. But your wish is now you're balanced. Now you know what's going on. Maybe you felt sort of like you didn't really get it, so you weren't really sure what was happening here. But now you get it, you're moving on. And I feel like this wish card's here, not because you're getting your wish so much as you've finally worked it out and you've freed yourself up now. So whatever it was, somebody was being very sneaky behind your back. I just want to put a couple of cards on this Three of Swords, Three of Cups here. Okay, you've got a victory now, so that's really nice. Ooh, okay, yeah. Someone very flighty here. You have the Four of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. You've been betrayed really badly by someone, and I feel like you probably thought this was very stable. This was a very stable situation, but it looks to me like you've been betrayed by someone who may have not had your best interest at heart. Now, it may not necessarily be cheating, but you've definitely discovered something about someone that isn't in your best interest here. And I feel now you found it out, you're ready to move on. I think you've toyed with this idea something was going on here. Absolutely, you've thought about it, you just couldn't work it out, and now you've had this absolute proof and you realise it's time to move on. I think you've invested quite a lot in this relationship or this situation, and you realise there's no point in investing anything anymore. I've got time to do a quick oracle card too, so let's have a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know. That's it. The one. Okay, so the card of Creators come out here, and it's the Catalyst, Maker, Mother, Father. So let's see. Creator. Okay, it says you have much to teach, and if you must create, and you're required by laws that bind together the entire natural and unnatural world to see through until you have shared what you can. It's time to create and to share with your creations your knowledge. It is time, in short, to be a maker, a parent, a mature being. The working with this card says you have a creative spirit and the ability to bring life a wonderful new project. This will bring you wonderful responsibilities and opportunities. Don't hesitate or delay. This is part of your sacred purpose. And I feel like somehow or another, you know me, I like to sort of pick up lessons in this. I feel like somehow or another what you've been through here has grown you greatly as a person. There's something here. Maybe you've learned to trust your intuition. Maybe you're understanding your greater purpose here, because you are walking away with some fantastic cards here that show that even though you've been through heartache and pain, you are able to use that to propel yourself forward. So there's this fantastic feeling of you, like this Queen of Wands. You really, like, just really standing in your element here. So maybe you've been thinking of feeling this for such a long time, but now you've had it clarified. It's like my intuition was right all along. I should have trusted myself and I didn't. It's that sort of feeling. So pretty heavy reading for someone, but I think it's really good. Thanks, everyone.